I wanted to show launching into the conversation a little bit differently. So if you noticed from the first conversation, we launched into it with the clinician pointing out a discrepancy. And as Amber said, trying to do that in a way that's thoughtful and not confrontational and just being curious. This time, we used my literal favorite way of doing it, which is to start by inviting the client to share what they are noticing or what they were thinking about. So I didn't even need to see a discrepancy. I have a very astute client here who was already kind of tuned into this. And we never know what we're going to hear when we do that. But again, it's always useful. Another thing that I really love about the way that Amber jumped in is this is literally so consistent with many of the check-ins I have with the clients I work with. In fact, today, just this very morning, I had a check-in with a client that went very similarly to this. Like, what were you thinking when you filled this out? And it's not uncommon for clients to start sharing about very specific situations. If you noticed, Amber didn't say, well, I'm looking at number 2 and number 4. She didn't reflect it the way I did. She started giving me her personalized context. And so this to me is crucial in MBC because again, some people worry, is MBC personal? Well, it was obviously very personal because when you ask the open-ended question, Amber started telling me about something really important, but it was still linked to the measures and we could still use the measure to ground the conversation and kind of come back to it. And so I also wanted to take this opportunity to highlight that it is absolutely fine, normal, and actually really great if our conversation about the measure doesn't look exactly like a conversation about the measure right from the outset. We're still using it to ground the conversation. We're getting personal, we're getting curious, and now we also have the opportunity to circle back and link that disclosure to our measure, which helps us monitor. So it's absolutely fine to let clients kind of just share a little bit and then pull it back to the prom and how the prom is going to be working for us and with us.